Welcome back, hackers. If you remember in our last video, we created a very simple ransomware encryptor where we took a Python script, imported some functionality, and then encrypted the files that we were able to dive into as we went through them. So let's do a quick sanity check on where we're at, where we left off, and let me dive into just a few other things that I had to modify a little bit. So in our last video, we created ransomware.py, Python script, and we're going to take a quick look at it here, ransomware.py, where we imported OS. Actually, let me do it in Nano since it'll look a lot better. We imported our OS so that we could traverse the file directory. We listed the directory for files in the list directory. We appended any file that we knew of that would be of interest. We generated a key with our cryptography.fernet functionality or our library. One change I did do since the previous video, we're going to have that key. We're going to need that key somewhere because with this symmetric encryption, which is basically what we're doing if you want to think about it as AES but basically we're using the same key to both encrypt and decrypt the files. And so we needed to save the key somewhere. Otherwise, we're going to continue randomly generated, and we threw away the key, and now files are encrypted with a random key that we don't have. And so what I did was go back and added some functionality so that we could write the key.txt. And so we could have that key to decrypt for this video. If we continue down, we have all of the same functionality of taking the contents, or reading out the contents of password list, which was password 1234, no, super strong, taking it and then encrypting it and writing it back to that file. So let's go ahead and just take a look at where we are. We have password.list. So again, we have this long encrypted string that actually, when it decrypts, will be our super secret password. Same with our secret.txt, which is hello. But that is encrypted hello, encrypted with our key. Let's take a look again at our key. I just want to show you what I generated based upon that. And so when we said key equals the fernet.generate, whatever that functionality was, that generated a key, and we wrote it to the text file .key. So now we're going to go back into our ransomware.py, change up the functionality so it actually decrypts. Alrighty. Open up everyone's favorite text editor. And so some important things to note here is if file equals ransomware.py, if you remember, we don't want to be encrypting our own, if you want to think of it as a binary, but basically the Python script that gets run. Or file equals key text, because it would be very bad if we further encrypted, be like one of those Russian doll things where we encrypt and it goes further down. So we're going to just continue. We're not going to add that. If it is the file, which in this case is the two files, we're going to add those. We already have the file, and so we can get rid of this. We don't have to have that generate. In this, we're going to actually read it. So we're doing the reverse of the writing, and we're going to say, all right, with this key.txt, read the bytes, and the alias is the key. So what we can do here is basically read. And we're going to say key equals the key.read. So the alias of the key, which is represented as the key.txt, we're going to read it and place that key into the key variable. Alrighty, we're going to continue. This is going to be very similar here in that we're going to traverse the files. So with open, file, read bytes, alias as the file, these are going to actually be the encrypted contents equals the file.read. So previously it was the plain text, and this is going to then be the decrypted contents. Key is correct. We're going to decrypt our encrypted contents. And now we're going to open it again. We're going to write bytes as the alias, the file, except we're going to be writing in the contents here. And I'm just going to do one more sanity check here. So we have our files, which is the empty list. As long as the file is not the ransomware.py or is the key, we're going to append that to the file list. We're opening the key and reading it. And then we're going to go ahead and loop through each file, read out the encrypted contents, decrypt said encrypted contents, and then add that. So let's make sure we are actually doing this correct. So ransomware.py, you could simply, again, create two different files like an encryptor, decryptor. It's important to know that you need to have those checks. I just wanted to run through, since the functionality was basically the reverse of what we're doing. Moment of truth. No errors. That sounds good. Just make sure that we have our different things. Fingers crossed. Password list.txt. Password 1234. That looks good. Let's check secret.txt. Hello. All right. Thank you for joining. Drop some comments. I would love to hear from you to see what interests you. In this video, we did the reverse of our encryption from previous videos. But if there's something that you're interested in for either your understanding of red teaming, understanding how stuff like this works, why it works, want to do a deep dive, drop that in the comments. Otherwise, hit that like and subscribe button. And I appreciate you tuning in. Check out the videos that I've prepared for you before as they pop up right now.